So I got a request on how to do the Demi Method with the 3D makeup now that a lot of the Demi shades are no longer available. So I curated my palette to do just that. And I'll show you that you can, especially with certain consistencies, get the same effect of the no makeup look with the Demi Method. And most of it has to do with the brush. You have to have this shape brush. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lisa. I'm an esthetician. I've been an esthetician for 23 years, and my channel is all about helping you with your skincare and makeup. To my returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. So let's get into it. Now, what I like to do is always start with the balm, especially when I'm doing this Demi Method. And I am mostly going to use it on my under eyes. And this balm has a skincare ingredient in here called squalane, and that helps to moisturize and keep the moisture, especially with maturing skin where you might have some crepiness and where fine lines and wrinkles can show. So this helps a lot. And you could put this, especially in the winter time, I'll put it around my, any areas of dryness. It's usually around here, around my nose. Right now, I haven't experienced that too much yet, but as the weather starts to get colder and with the heat inside the house and all that, it's going to get more and more pronounced. Now, let me see. Let me turn on the light. Let's see if this is better because now the lighting is starting to change. Okay, good. I think that's a little bit better so you can see what I'm doing. So obviously right now, the only thing I have on is mascara. I just did my skincare, and I am going to show you how I do the Demi Method with the 3D. Now, I also have these 3D shades that are no longer available on the Seint site. They have discontinued them. The ones that are still available are a lot of the color correcting, and I have that in a separate palette. This is for my under eyes, any pimples that might pop up, and I love these little palettes for that because it's, just my color correcting palette. But you could put these wherever you want. That's what's so nice about this customizable system. These all pop out. All of these are magnetic. So you could even put some of your Demi in here. You can put whatever you want in here. So I just wanted to show you the substitutes that I have on the second tier with what I was using before. This is the NR 05, R7, and this is RV7. It's a little bit more purple. You could achieve the same type of a thing with black cherry. Again, like I was saying, it's mostly the brush. This brush, sometimes with the blend brush, you can also kind of achieve that very light wash of color, but the bristles are a little bit different here. So this is almost more wispy. So this silver shape brush is the one that is the key. So I'm going to start out by doing what I would do with the Demi Method, but using the 3D. This here is Duckie. This is an orange that is very similar to what I was using before for this, which is 05. So I am just going to go right in here. And what you would do with this 05 is you would bring life back into your skin without having to use any foundation at all. It seems weird because it's like a straight orange, but it warms up the complexion and brings like vibrancy back in. So you can see it doesn't look straight up orange on my skin. It looks like almost like a bronzer, which seems wild. But that's because this orange is counteracting any blues in my skin. You see how it looks like a little bit more warm? And this looks kind of, especially now that my skin is more mature, circulation starts to go down. So you get kind of almost like a sallow situation going on. But if you don't want to put foundation on at all, and you just want, because your skin is like pretty good and you want your skin to shine through, you could do it very minimally using this technique. So here's this side. I had to turn the fan on. I hope it is not distracting. I'll turn it off as soon as I can. So as you can see, it looks like I did nothing. But if you look at this compared to when I first got on here, how my skin has a little bit more life to it. And that is the whole point of this, to counteract any of the greenish blues in my skin. That kind of gives almost like a sallow appearance. And this could be like around the perimeter of your face a little bit more pronounced because it's almost more like a bronzer. And on my forehead as well. You could even do around the neck here a little bit. So then another thing that you could also do is very lightly go around the rest of the face where it literally looks like you're not putting anything on at all, but it's still doing something because it's like trace amounts of the product that will also combat any of the greenish blues anywhere else. But the more concentrated bronzer finish type thing that you're doing with this orange, like you were before with the 05 or an 07, and everything just balances out. And it's barely, you're putting barely anything on your skin, but my complexion looks a lot more alive, and it just looks like I have more circulation back into my skin, which of course gives you that youthful glow. Now, the other side of the shape brush, I love this, and it has to be the silver one. You can go around up here a little bit where you barely have anything on, because then I'm also going to use the brighter Demi. But right here, you could just leave it as is. I do have like some veining and stuff like that, but this is not about covering every single thing up. The Demi method is about letting your skin shine through, where everything just looks better. Like just no makeup, more fresh. All right, now, before, what I was doing for an actual bronzer, after I did the balancing with the orange, is NR, which is a neutral red, and I have just been using any contour. This is Cedar. This is for my skin tone. Again, I would curate your palette based on your skin tone and your needs, what kind of coverage that you want. Look down in the description. You'll find my link tree. I have my color match form for Seint and also the shop Seint Makeup. All of my links are there, even for the skincare line that I use, if you're curious about that. Everything is all in one place in my link tree. So click on the color match form and fill that out, and then I'll be able to tell you're going to submit a picture of yourself facing natural light. Just take a picture facing the window and with no makeup, and then I'll be able to see your underlying skin tones in order to curate a palette for you, because everybody is going to be different in terms of what their shade is going to be. For me, it's Cedar. So I just literally go right in here like I would here with the NR, and now I'm just going to start doing like kind of like a bronze. You could also do this with the Bella bronzer, which I have down here. Bella bronzer is more sheer. This has foundational coverage. So, but like I said, using this brush is key, where it puts it on feather light. It's not like the other brushes that we have. That is why this is called the shape brush, and it is in the Demi line. So this will give you that bronzer effect, but very natural. It's not heavy at all. And then you want to tie your neck, your chest also. Do the same thing, just bring it down. And you could stop right here. So if you don't have any blemishes or anything, or even under eye situation, you could stop right here, and this is all you need. And literally just like with a few shades. Now for me, my skincare has significantly improved my under eye circles. If you look at past videos that I have on here, you'll see like from like last year, before April. So yeah, like last year, you'll see I had like major discoloration, and I had to use a lot more Demi. So my Demi color correctors are in here. And sometimes for like on the go, hurry up, I got to get out the door, I'll use the smaller side of the blend brush, but really it's these Demi brushes that are key. This is the bright brush, and then this is the fluffy end on the other side. So I'm going to use that today because these are my staple shades here, and I'll show you how fast this is. So I have discoloration. I have blue up here. Excuse me. I have a table right here, so I'm like hitting it with my elbow. So these colors, these shades are still available. And these are amazing for color correction. So let me see if I could show you. Just go right in there, and you could see how this bright brush really gets into the corner. And I chose this one in particular because I am using more of a sweeping, not necessarily a pinpoint. For blemishes, we have one that's even smaller than this called the spot brush. And that helps too. And it's more about like counteracting all of this blue in here. Now I have one that's a little bit lighter because my skin tone is fair, and that has something to do with it as well in terms of the colors that you need to choose. And again, I will help you with all of that. So you can see it looks way brighter as opposed to that, where I have like all of that blue. And this is taking way longer than it usually does when I'm doing it on my own, like in the morning, because I know exactly where everything's supposed to go. And with practice, the same thing is going to happen to you. And then this one down here, I use one that's a little bit lighter, because I still have this bag situation going on. That's not going to go away unless I had surgery. But you could make things look a little bit more fresh. And then on the outer corner a little bit. And you could even do a tiny bit on the lid. And I did that orange very light before to kind of counteract to the overall skin tone where I have that sallowness, but it's still kind of peeking through, but this balanced it out even more. So that's my technique. That's what I like to use. And I would help you with the way that you would do yours depending on what you've got going on, because all of us have different things. We have different needs. I just shut my fan off. I hope that wasn't too distracting because I need it on from time to time. But anyway, as I was saying, we all have different needs. So depending on what is going on with your skin, we even have these to counteract melasma if you have like sunspots. But my personal situation has always been like around my eyes and any pimples that may pop up. Thankfully, right now, I don't have anything too crazy going on. Again, my skincare has been doing, one product in particular has been incredible for keeping the blemishes that I still get, even though I'm about to be 49. And they're keeping it, this product is keeping it at bay, which I am overjoyed with. It's a moisturizer. It's amazing. All right. There we go. And that's it. Go on the outside here. So you see, like, I barely need anything. And then the fluffy end. Because the key with this is less is more. Because it works with counteracting, the pigments in here counteract the discoloration that you have on your skin. And that's why it looks to seemingly disappear. You don't want to put these on too cakey. So just a light feathering on top goes a long way with making your skin look a lot smoother and a lot more flawless with less distractions on them, like with the major discoloration. Now going back into the Demi Method with my 3D makeup, this is Cedar again, and I would do this with NR, and this is the fluffy end of my bright brush. I love this brush, and I use it like eyeshadow. And it just gives a little bit of definition, and you put it on so thin, it's not going to crease. And you put it like mostly like right under your brow bone. So it kind of gives the illusion of it being recessed. So this is definitely on the days where I want to be super, super minimal and I don't want to use eyeshadow per se. You could do this on your lower lash line here, especially days, you know, for work. And you just want to like get out the door. There's that. Now, at this point, you could go a little bit more contoured if you wanted to. But right now I'm showing you the super, super light, no makeup. Now, blush. Usually you would use, or I would use what I have in my palette, because there used to be more Demi available that were pinks. We had more corals and all that. This is a straight up red pigment. And then this here is like black cherry. So it's purple. It's like more purple. And the ones that, I didn't put the black cherry in here, but I did put ruby, which has a little bit more pink. And it's also a gloss formula, which is even thinner. And it'll give you more glow. But like I said, the key to this whole thing is the shape brush. You could achieve it with the blend. It's a little bit different. It has to be that wispy. Now, when you do get the shape brush, beware that, keep in mind, there are two different ones. This is the newer gold, which does have a different shape. And I tried to use this. The finish is different between these two. So I still recommend this silver shape brush, which is still available, and I hope that it will keep being available. This looks like it'd be really nice for, you know, like powder, you know, like our feather blotting dust, because it's very, very soft, and it looks like you could really sweep that powder on. Maybe I'll try it with one of these like on camera so you can see what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of different options in terms of how you could do a very subtle sculpting blush to, you know, bring more rosiness to your cheeks, and the no makeup just make everything look nice and fresh, like your circulation is back in your skin. So let's see, what do I have here? Different options. Here's pink grapefruit. This one is Dahlia. Let me take a look and see if that's what it is. No, Tiger Lily. This one's Tiger Lily. This one is Dahlia, this is Ruby, and this is Seint Tropez. So Seint Tropez is a super like peachy. I love wearing this in the spring. But since it's on the lighter side, I'm going to show you that first, because then I could layer another color on top. That's what I love about these, is you could layer and make your own shades even. So here, you see how like I got a little bit of peach? but not too crazy. I hope the lighting is okay. Maybe this side will show you a little bit more. It's so subtle. Saint Tropez on my skin tone, it's very, because I'm fair, but it still gives a little bit of a peach there. So, so cute. But what I really wanted to use today was Ruby. But you could still do anything with any of these pinks. But even just with that Saint Tropez, you could just leave it like that. And then, let me try the Ruby. Another thing that I wanted to do with the Ruby, with the smaller end of the shape brush, which is what I really like about this. You could even go around your eyes, kind of, like not directly on them, but just to kind of give more of a rosiness where we've lost that now. So you could use the smaller end of the silver shape brush, and you see how it gives you that rosiness? So cute. You could even go like around here, around your nose if you want. And it just gives a flush, like that natural flush back to your skin. Now, let me try the other one. This is the newer gold shape brush. I'm just curious to see. This is Ruby. Let's see what happens. It's different. It's different. It gives it a little bit more concentrated. Here's the shape. You see how it disperses it like a lot lighter. So I think the shape brush, the silver one, is the key to the Demi method, and you could use your 3D with it and achieve the same thing with the, now that we have those shades are all discontinued, you could substitute them with any of the 3D shades. So that's that. And you went a little bit overboard. Sometimes I'll use an empty brush. This is the blend. Of course, this is the older style where it's still a blend brush, still the same exact shape and design, but now they're white, like the shape brush that I just showed you. Now, another thing that you could do if you want to amp it up and bring a little bit more warmth, like I said, you could just keep adding or stop right here. Let's go in with the Bella Bronzer, which I recommend to many, many different skin tones. It's a neutral bronzer, the most neutral one that we have. And again, still with the shape brush. You see how it gives a little bit more bronze, but look at how light that is. And you could build it up as you go. But I had a request from someone that is actually a customer that really loves this no makeup look, super, super light. And they asked, like, what do we do now that a lot of the old Demi line is discontinued, and the only thing that is available really is just the color correcting ones, not the sculpting shades. So she asked, can you do that with 3D? Absolutely, you could do it with 3D. So there you go. And it just looks really, really fresh. And you could even supplement if you wanted to. You could go in with your highlight. Say you wanted, like, you had like something that you wanted to, cover or what have you. You could definitely not do it with a demi shade and do it with your highlight instead. You could use your bright brush with your main highlight from the 3D line. And since it's going to be so close to your skin tone, let me see, this is this one. Because I still have these that have been healing. So you could do that even, or you could do this with your Demi. But you use it like the Demi method. Flip it, tap it, and that's it. And then, of course, you could use powder, and I forgot to bring it with me in here. So, yeah, so you could definitely use like powder if you need something, to set this. It'll totally work as well. I'm trying to see if there's anything else showing up. Don't think so. Yeah. That's it. Super, super easy. Now, another thing that I like about the balm is not only do you use it anywhere on your face, even on your lips. So with a clean finger, put that on first, and then go on with, let me try Ruby. You could mix all these together. It's so pretty. Just like that. I like to wear my lip and cheeks like that. Some people do full on, where they'll do lip liner, all of that. Of course, whatever you want with this stuff. Now, another thing that I've been loving is the lip oils that came out that are permanent in the line. I'm super excited. So these are the lip oils. Well, I think they are permanent, but these are definitely holiday themed. So now that I'm thinking about it, like thinking out loud, are they going to change like the flavors? Or are they going to stay like this? This one is chai. This one is salted caramel. This one is caramel apple. So very much winter, fall themed, but they're amazing. And let me see if I can show you a little bit so you can see like the tones of the colors. And this one is more bronzy. This one has like a pink. I have a video on here showing the new releases if you want to check that out, because I do swatches and I wore all of them, and you know, just as a demo. But let me see with this, I'm going to actually use chai. Now, one thing that me personally that I don't like mixing or getting the wand colored with like another lip color, so I'll just do this and just tap it on. Smells so good. This one is chai, so it does have like a very subtle lingering set of like a chai tea. There. Super, super easy. Or what you could do is, you know, sometimes I'll put this on first and then I'll dab with my finger in whatever color I want. Sometimes it's a satin that is a little bit more dense. As a matter of fact, I'll show you right now, because these are the other colors that just came out for the holiday releases. This is Cabaret and this is Naomi. Princess Bubblegum, Daylily, which is amazing. You could also use this in your Demi Method situation. Again, keep saying it over and over again. Must have the silver shaped brush in order to get this effect, because of that wispiness. Because you saw the difference between like even using this one. It doesn't apply it the same way. Let's see what else is. Oh, Strawberry Shortcake is so cute. So this one too, you could do the same thing. That's a semi-gloss, so it'll be even more sheer. But let's try Strawberry Shortcake with this, because you could like mix and match. I had Ruby, put the chai on, and here is Strawberry Shortcake. Now this looks like it could be really cute for the spring, but come on, you could wear anything, anytime, any season, whatever you want. I'm a big proponent of that. Look at how adorable. That's adorable. So these are the kind of colors that I like to wear. And then this one is punched up more Cabaret for the holidays. A little more dense. See? Smooth it. You could even use a lip brush if you want. So subtle, but it's like a lip stain. This is how I like to wear my lipstick most of the time. Sometimes I do go full on, especially. I think I'm going to do that actually, now that I think of it. When I do a holiday look, I'll probably do it with this Cabaret. And then this Naomi, this one is a little warmer. So this is a cooler red. This is a warmer red. So super cute. And I love these new releases. Again, all of my info is down below. Contact me. You could even ask me any questions in the comments here, and I'll answer in the comments so everybody else will know the answer. But you could even email me. Everything is on my link tree. But the color match form is the first step in terms of getting into Seint Makeup and what shades that I will pick for you, depending on what you want to color correct and your skin tone and all of those things. And it's just like a short questionnaire about like your skin type and stuff like that also, but it's really quick. So definitely do that. And I will get you started on this cream makeup system. Let's see what else. Oh, yes. Any new subscribers? Because I noticed that I got an influx of new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you being here. I'm really happy to have you here. And anybody that is new, of course, that you're just stumbling upon, like and subscribe, comment, do all of the things. I am really, really happy to have you here. I kind of stopped filming for a little bit. I think it was like a couple of months. And I was like, oh my God, because things have gotten busy. And which I'm surprised, because the summer is always busy for everybody. But then I was still busy. And now we're getting into the holidays, which is going to be even more. But I'm still want to make it a point to do more regular videos, you know. And so let me know what you want to see. If you have any requests on the 3D makeup system, and you know, if you want to see like a certain look or navigate with certain brushes, definitely let me know. So with that, I will let you go today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, whenever you're watching this. I will see you guys soon.